Come here. Let me show you one of the strangest details we've seen so far. At first, it just looks like the creature is opening its mouth. But right at the entrance of the throat, something abnormal stands out. The passage is narrowing, the tissue is folding inward, and the image immediately suggests that something is wrong. The moment we saw that, we started preparing right away. We set up the system, secured the equipment, and moved into an endoscopic examination to get an internal view. As the camera went deeper, the issue became much clearer. The real problem was not just in the mouth itself. This abnormal structure deeper inside may be disrupting the swallowing path. Then we compared that with the analysis data. Solid passage showed clear difficulty. With supportive liquid passage, the response was far more controlled. So this was not just behavior. There really was something inside making swallowing harder. And now, we're trying to understand what exactly is causing it. 3 days had passed, and when we saw it again, the change was much more obvious. It was no longer just the throat. Its skin had started changing too. The surface looked thicker. The layers were becoming more defined, and its whole body seemed to be rebuilding itself into something new. That's why we didn't leave it in the tank. We brought it out under controlled conditions, placed it onto the transport stretcher, and began a closer examination. The device we used on the skin showed that this was not a simple wound or an ordinary recovery process. It looked more like the tissue was adapting to a new structure. Maybe the transformation was still continuing at a cellular level, or maybe its body was trying to form something entirely different. We couldn't be sure yet, but to get clearer answers, we took a very small tissue sample, because sometimes the truth is hidden inside the smallest piece of living tissue. For now, the signs seem stable, and that gives us a reason to believe the intervention may actually be helping. After the procedure was complete, we carefully returned it to the tank. Now all we can do is keep watching and hope this change is leading it toward recovery, not something far more dangerous. We did it. We put it through another feeding test, and this time there were no problems at all. The swallowing was more controlled, the reactions were calmer, and there was no reason to keep it here any longer. This is not where it belongs. So now we're releasing it back into the ocean. From this point on, it will continue in its own world. Don't forget to follow for the rest of this journey and for our next guest.